say stop, stop. Okay? In other words, stop talking, okay? You with me on that? Otherwise, I'll skip past it. You can go find it in a home study course or something. Seriously. I can't do both in order to be able to get you out of here and be able to accomplish. But at the end of every presentation, well, there's questions and objections, and I will just let you know a few things about questions and objections first. First, most questions and most objections are not real, they're an illusion. Okay, they're not real. People say, well, what's the ingredients in the product? That's not a real objection. They haven't looked at the ingredient of any product they've had for the last 5 years of their life. Now they're just bringing this up and making it up. You know, were animals tested in the development of this product? You know, they'll come up with all kinds of things. And most of it's not real. Okay, these objections, different kinds of things. Same thing with questions. A lot of times people are asking questions just to get clarification. Like, I'll give you an example. I was talking to a friend of mine and explaining what I did. And I said, then when he said, oh, you mean like the pyramid thing? Network marketing? Now, for him, it wasn't a mean thing. It was just a way for him to try and categorize it in his head. He wasn't saying it was illegitimate. He was saying, oh, it's like those things when you build a network of people. Oh, it's like one of those pyramid things. You know, so sometimes people are asking questions for clarification. Sometimes they're asking because they have psychic damage. Right? So, most of the time, I'll give you a very brief formula, and we're not going to be able to practice this, but I'm going to give you a brief formula on how to handle questions and objections. It's very simple. First, I just need you to understand that there are only two objections. There's only two. A person has a limiting belief about themselves. I'm not a salesperson, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm not outgoing, whatever that limiting belief about themselves is, okay? Or they have a limiting belief about network marketing. It's one of those things, it doesn't work, nobody makes money, all those things, even though they're not true on both sides. I mean, the limiting belief about themselves can become a reality if they keep it there. Both of them are realities if they allow them to become realities. But our job is to help them understand that that limiting belief about themselves is an illusion, and there's people involved in your company right now that have busted past the same exact circumstances that they were blocked by. So it's not the circumstances that stopped them. It was the choice. And the same thing with the network marketing thing. Our job is to help them get past the psychic damage if they have psychic damage. Whether it's personal or family, or they've just been bothered by friends their whole life and just decided to put it into a certain category. Okay? That's natural. Just understand, objections are one of the greatest gifts you can give. Because objections allow you to build rapport with your prospect. If you don't get objections, you don't have enough back and forth to be able to create rapport. So I need you to think different about objections. Instead of something to avoid, you need to actually look for and expect to be ready for the conversation to happen. Because here's what you do when you get an objection, regardless whether it's limiting belief about themselves or about their partner. What you do is, number one,